had actually talked to me before you came on the air about how, you'd think that all of a sudden, day one of this government shutdown, the entire world had stopped. And, for most people, you own a small business locally, it's business as usual, isn't it?
Well, so far, the phone hasn't stopped ringing. The vans are still rolling out. The emails still coming in, and at this point, it's still working out just great. We're busier than we've ever been, and I just hope it keeps going.
Nobody's canceling their jobs with you because of the government shutdown.
Right now, no.
So good. So my at least what I said in the monologue holds true, in that it doesn't seem to be affecting a lot of people in business quite the way that it may be affecting, I guess the people who work in the federal government.
If it goes on and on, I can see maybe some ripples start to happen. But right now, it's the ripple is way out in the middle of the water, and it doesn't get to certain industries.
Sure.
Basically, mine is unaffected right now.
Yeah. So, Paul, let's talk about your industry, because obviously with Organized Spaces, you guys are at some level, you guys are in the construction game.
Yeah, and the construction game has been really, really going well. We've had our best year last year was far better than even like the record years of like 2007. And we beat that one by a good amount. And this year, 2013, we're ahead of 2012, and we're just trying to figure out how do we continue to grow but not get too big like people did in 2007 and 8, like I did. And over a plan for the future, we want to make sure we cautiously face this growth and still look good as a business doing it. And it's a real challenge because it's very busy. So
when you start talking about the growth as a business, let's just kind of take a step back, because when you start growing and the industry gets busy, a lot of your jobs, as you talked about, nobody's going to call a builder and get somebody out there the next day to start building. So you have this, I would imagine you have this, I guess, a book of business that's built out and you're calendared out.
Yeah, we have a typical lead time, and we have a lot of repeat clients, repeat designers and builders, and it was just part of their process. And we've been trying to tell them for, say, the last 3 or 4 months that, we need a longer lead time. You can't call us 2 weeks before you want to have this thing started, and, you can't be done in 3 weeks. We need a process. We're a month out. We're a week to get a designer to come in and figure out what you need to do. And that's just a change. The industry is changing. And builders, they're roofers, they're flooring people, everybody's busy if you're a reliable company. So if you've got a company that is busy, you better get a hold of them sooner than later. If you get a hold of somebody and he's open tomorrow, I would start to think about why. Right.
I think I brought up earlier, it was like the accountant who's still available on April 14th. Probably not the best accountant out there.
Probably you want to have another option. Interview 2.
That's right. Paul Valley joins us, owner of Organized Spaces. So, Paul, when you start looking at, what goes into a project, and when you start looking at whether it's 2 weeks lead time, 6 weeks lead time, whatever it may be when you're busy, how does that change the flow by which a customer might go through your process?
Well, the internet is changing a lot of those processes, because they're coming to us with 30 pictures from the house website or from Pinterest, and they can really identify what they want much faster in the process. So in some cases, the process is going faster because of all the way you can narrow down and it can both look at a picture. You can see you like it, you don't like it, and then you can kind of go in that direction. At the same time, people are also over analyzing on sources like that, and you'll have something done, and then they're still researching for weeks, and they're just pulling in every picture in the world, and they're trying to put every feature in, and they just never stop that.
Adjusting.
Yeah, they're shopping and shopping and shopping, and they need to kind of be, led to, you've done a good job. We've got it planned out.
Right?
Yeah, it's good. You're just kind of stalling almost. But you can either overanalyze it with the new technology, or you can you can benefit from it and really get a head start on it.
Do you tend to see more, I guess, as you would call them, change orders because of all the different, I guess, like you call it, like Pinterest, right? My wife is on Pinterest. I've never been on it, but certainly it's just like scrolls and massive amounts of web pages of some design stuff, some pictures, some, whatever it may be.
The neat thing is that we're being I'm talking to a gentleman in Wenatchee that's been interviewing closet companies and custom cabinet companies, and he liked pictures that we had on our website, and he sent me dozens of house pictures of the features that he wants, and it's a very expensive job, and he can hire anybody he wants to do pretty much anything that he wants to have done, and we're going to be starting work for him, I hope, soon, on a really nice project, and it's something that we would even have conceptualized as doing if it weren't for the new technology and all the pictures that he pulled in from different designers all over the country. So it's really neat that we're getting to do some things that are outside of our standard and which is pretty custom to begin with, and now we're even growing out from there.
And so as you start to grow out from there, I mean, I guess, again, does that process really change? I mean, are people coming to you with ideas? I know in the real estate industry, people now come to real estate agents with properties they want to see.
Because they found them.
They found them online, right? They're already there. Is it kind of the same thing? I mean, does your showroom become less important because of so many photos that are online?
Well, they see a photo and then they love it, and that's what they want. They want the way that feels. They want the way that looks. They want that finish, those features. But then you still have to actually show them. Okay, this drawer, it works like this. It's dovetail construction. It's all the features. You still need to actually touch things and make sure that if you have a showroom, you can actually show that, oh, yeah, I do work with that material. Here's an example of it. Everyone looks good on a picture or the proposal you send out in like a little CAD drawing. It's all line drawings and elevations. Everyone looks good there. But do you have something that can actually make that picture happen? Because it's a big difference between a line drawing and an actual functioning, very high-end custom finished product.
Yeah, and I guess that's kind of what you're saying is the people who are going to be good at maybe creating that perfect, the reality of a photo are not necessarily the people who are maybe available next week or in 2 weeks. How much lead time do good companies like yourself need in this time of year, or I guess in this time in particular?
We're telling people 3 or 4 weeks, and we just actually added some staff and bought a new van, and we've added our output ability, which was really scary to do, to buy another van going into the winter months is typically slower for us, but we didn't have any choice. We were losing
4-wheel drive, of course, right? Going into the winter months.
Well, they're all we get snow tires with every vehicle.
Oh, there you go.
But we can't do what we do in a 4-wheel drive hatchback or a SUV.
Sure.
But yeah, we just added a vehicle, added some capacity, and we had no choice. We were losing work.
Mm-hmm. And so now, I mean, does that start to shorten the lead time? Is a month standard, or is that short? Is that a longer period of time than
in 12
normal?
years? We've been able to say 2 or 3 weeks, and then we've been able to react to fill holes. And
imagine in 2008, it was like we can start in a couple days.
Yeah, 2008 was actually pretty busy.
Was it?
You just didn't know that things were going down the hole.
Right.
But yeah, 2009 and 10, you had to you could do something right away. You could come out and see somebody right away. But we still maintain about a 2-week backlog during that time. But now it's just much bigger, and so we've had to add staff back. We've had to get some more vehicles and reschedule our people so that we get more output.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that, with growing your business in that way.
Well, yeah, but then if you have benefits for people like we do, and you have a way of attracting good employees, when you hire somebody, you really want to take care of them, and you don't want to hire a seasonal employee. Amazon, hires, you for 3 months. You may get full-time work for 3 months, but that's not our goal. We want to create an employee that's going to be part of our company and know that they can be part of the company for a while, and just attract good people that can stay and really do a great job for you.
Mm-hmm. And so, do you tend to think that? I mean, is that the direction you feel like construction will continue to go? Do you feel like we're at a peak? Do you feel like it's going to level off or continue to grow in this area?
Well, there's construction of multifamily housing, and then there's construction of custom products, custom projects, really kind of remodels or high-end custom, where a builder will build one home a year because of the scope of it. We're dealing more with the remodeling aspect and the custom remodeling, the higher end. So I think these mortgages and the government shutdown and the interest rates, I think those are going to affect more of the bottom part of the construction, more so than the more the luxury market. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to go for a while. I don't see it slow down. Our pipeline is really full. All the designers we talked to, I've talked to a lot of architects last weekend at an event. Builders, they're hiring people. They can't hire enough people. Project managers, interior designers are hiring assistants, and they're hiring interns. And the overall industry is pretty upbeat right now.